guys, what's up? It's Nate, and I'm back with another episode of Paranormal Talk, the Paranormal App Test. Hope you enjoyed the new intro video. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be messing around with some more editing, hopefully making some better content that's a little bit more interesting for you guys, and a lot less of me sitting on my ass talking about what I'm testing, because, well, let's face it, that can tend to be quite boring. However, today we're going to be looking at the SG-5 Spirit Box app by Neil Davies, and that name sounds really familiar to me, and at this current moment, I just can't seem to place why. Now, I'm going to assume that it's a typical Spirit Box app. It's going to scan through radio waves, with the thought that a spirit will be able to manipulate the device and be able to speak to us through the ambient radio waves. So I'm really looking forward to testing this app. There's nothing too fancy about a Spirit Box app, guys. It's just going to scan through the radio waves, and hopefully we get some responses. I'm still trying to figure out where I know that name from. Neil Davies. It's really bothering me, guys, and I don't know why. Neil. Dear God, I know where I know that name from now. Do you think this app works? No. Tell me your name. ASSHOLE. Yes, and you know what? I can concur with that, because you're an asshole for making this app and not giving us any instructions on how to use it. Oh yeah, he created that piece of shit. Y'all remember that one? Well, hopefully this app is more well done and better put together. We'll see though. Guys, Paranormal App Test, SG-5 Spirit Box. Let's get it. Alright guys, so as I said, today we're going to be testing the SG-5 Spirit Box app by Jonas Pedersen. The top black icon on the right is what the app icon looks like. So, they're doing renovations next door. If you hear any kind of loud style construction noises, that's what's going on. This is why I figured this would be a perfect time for me to test this app. I have a theory. I know that doing renovations in one's own home or establishment can cause activity to ramp up, and it can cause all different kinds of things to happen. But can the energy from a renovation next door cause the energy in my house to ramp up? It's a curiosity that I have, and I figured it'd be a perfect time to test it. So we're going to open up the SG-5 now. Pretty interesting little looking screen. I like the little dots, kind of keep you intrigued by it. So let's check it out. If there's anything in here with me, can you state your name? Like I said, guys, I might miss some responses. When I'm doing the screen record, it's a little bit lower volume on my side. So I don't know how fast this break goes. Let's amp this up. If there's anything in here with me, tell me your name. That very well could have said David there, I'm not sure. How long have you lived here? Can you tell me my name? So guys, you gotta kind of adjust the speed rate to match the responses that you're looking for. If it's going too fast, it doesn't really seem to bring out any kind of wording. But so just mess around with it a little bit. That's where you particularly like it. How many spirits are in this house? What? When I first asked that question, it almost sounded like I got a response that said 1. But I want you guys to keep in mind, this is scanning through radio stations. There's a lot of radio stations that have a 1 in the number, so that this could have been a coincidental answer. Can you tell me my name? It almost sounded like I said the same. I'll have to go back and review that. I can't wait to do this review video, because when I'm recording this, I really can't hear all that well. But when I go back through and listen, I find some surprising things sometimes.
So I'm gonna walk around the house. I'm currently in the attic. I'm hoping going upstairs maybe will eliminate some of this noise. I can hear a little bit better here in the hallway. I'm gonna set the device down. Can you come forward and speak to me? Can you tell me your name? I'm gonna adjust the speed rate just a little bit faster. Can you tell me my son's name? How did you die? Do you know that you're dead?
Yes.
Do you mean harm to anybody in this house? As far as I can tell, there's no way to adjust whether or not it stands through AM or FM. So the SG symbol with the star on the bottom, that's not a ghost. That's the same symbol I saw when I did the, what was it, the Wicked Spirit Box app that I was so not a fan of. I'm picking up the device now. Can you come forward and speak to me? Are you a man or a woman? What are your intentions for family in this house? What kind of entity are you? Alright guys, so I've been testing this app for a little bit over an hour now, and I'm not getting anything coming through that seems to be anything but random radio waves and one other noise that's easily identifiable. Crickets. I like the sound of crickets, especially if I'm sitting outside on a nice hot summer night enjoying a beer. I do not, however, like crickets when I'm doing an app test, because that means we're not getting anything concrete coming through this Spirit Box app. However, I'm not going to count it out yet. Let's continue testing it. Let's go. How old are you? Are you trapped here? That could have been a yes response, but I'm not sure about that, guys. That sounds like something just said hello. So let me bring the sweep rate down a little bit, see what happens. Okay, so you can tell if you slow it down, you definitely get a little bit more noise and a little bit better enunciation. However, slowing the Spirit Box app down to get better enunciation could lead to more discrepancies with the evidence that you catch, because the faster it sweeps, the less likely that it is that the spirit will be able to formulate a word. This is why I don't like slowing it down, because anything you catch realistically can be discredited unless it really is an intelligent direct response to a question that you're asking. Can you tell me my name? Can you tell me my son's name? Can you tell me my daughter's name? Alright, let's take this sweep rate all the way up. Wow, that's just a jumbled mess. Okay, so when you take the sweep rate on this particular app all the way up, that is just a jumbled mess. See, I don't like that. I wish there was a way to scan through the AM on this, or a way to adjust that, because I prefer scanning through AM. Less radio stations use AM radio, so you're more likely to get an intelligent response from just the white noise of the static on radio stations, in my personal theory. I mean, I could be wrong, just my own personal theory. Try that. If there's anybody in here with me, I invite you to come and talk to me. I'm not going to harm you. I'm not going to try and take you in my house. I'm speaking to spirits that reside in my house. No outside forces are allowed to come in and speak with me. If you are here, then you must leave. You're not welcome. There is a spirit in this house with me right now that resides here. Please come forward and tell me your name. You can use this device to speak to me. Is there a message that you would like to tell me?
I bet you.
I don't know what that said, but I'll take care of it. So last time I was doing a Spirit Box app, I got a response that said, "Stop before you get yourself hurt." Were you threatening to hurt me because I wanted to talk to you? Oh great, 10% battery. Yay! Are you a child? So my son sometimes claims to see a cat. Hang on, I'm gonna pause this for a minute, guys. So my son sometimes claims to see a cat at the top of the staircase. Are you the cat? Are you a mimicking entity? Is that what's going on? Do you want to talk to me at all? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this app test, I think. This Spirit Box app, it is not as well put together as that SBX12 is. This one just, when you ramp it up all the way to the max sweep rate, it's nothing but a jumbled mess. So we really, in theory, can discredit anything that we catch as we slow down that sweep rate. Because as you slow it down, as I said earlier, you allow more of a chance for radio waves to come through and formulate words that could seem as a response, even though they're not a response. The only way I would credit it is if it seemed to be a 100% direct response to what you're asking or saying. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to stop this, and coming back with my final conclusion.
Alright guys, so that was the SG-5 Spirit Box app by Neil Davies. Most definitely not what I expected in a Spirit Box app. Multiple complaints. Number one, I do not like how I cannot fine-tune the adjusting sweep rate. Why would you not be able to fine-tune that instead of just having a bar that goes from extremely high to extremely low? Put it too low, you legit wait 5-6 minutes for a response to come. You put it too high, it's just a jumbled mess of bullshit that you can't make anything out of. So in theory, anything that comes through that is going to be discredited just because it's such a jumbled mess of words and music. Second complaint, why can I not switch it to scanning the AM? Me personally, I prefer the AM frequencies. Why? Because of the theory of white noise. They say that white noise can help draw voices out of voice recordings. So in theory, why wouldn't the white noise from an AM static station do the same thing when you're scanning through radio waves? Me personally, I would like to see it to where I could scan the AM because they're less frequently used by radio companies, and anything that you get might be more credible due to the lack of usage of these particular stations, not to mention the theory of white noise like I just said. So, was this app what I expected? No. Is there anything about the app that I liked? Yes. I like the fact that you have nice little popping colors everywhere. That's about the highlight of the app, guys. That's literally the highlight of the app. Am I going to tell you that this app will not work for you? No, it's a Spirit Box app, so in theory, it can work for anyone. Is the app going to work for me? No, I don't like it. I don't like the configuration of it. I don't like the setup. And to me, to be honest with you, the app on a whole by itself is fucked. This is not an app that I would recommend you have for your paranormal toolbox. But if you see the need to get it, then by all means, guys, download it. Test it out. If you have a better time with it than I did, let me know in the comments below. That's what I got for you guys today. That was the SG-5 Spirit Box app by Neil Davies. Guys, I'll see you next app test.